As simple as I used to remember so many phone numbers, passwords and all.
Yeah.
But now I don't even remember my daughter's new number. Okay. Do you see it?
I still, yeah, now.
Okay. 240th session. Great. My video has a problem, so we will continue without video only.
Okay.
Vinayaka namastubhyam satatam modaka priya nirvighnam kuru no deva sarvakaryeshu sarvada saraswati namastubhyam varade kamarupini vidyarambham karishyamaha siddhir bhavatu me sada gurur brahma gurur vishnu gurur devo maheshwara guru sakshat param brahma tasmai shri gurave namaha Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyam Rama Nama Varanane Apadamapahartaram Dataram Sarvasampadam Lokabhiramam Shri Ramam Bhuyo Bhuyo Namamyaham Ramaya Rama Bhadraya Ramachandraya Vedhase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitayah Pataye Namaha Shri Raghavam Dasharathatmajamaprameyam Sitapatim Raghukulan Vayaratnadipam Ajanubahum Aravinda Dalayataaksham Ramam Nishachara Vinashakaram Namami Anjaneyamatipatalānanam Kanchanadrikamanīya Vigraham Parijata Tarumūlavasinam Bhavayami Pavamananandanam Yatra Yatra Raghunatha Kirtanam Tatra Tatra Krutamastakāņjalim Bāshpavari Paripurnalochanam Marutim Namatarakshasantakam Buddhirbalam Yashodhairyam Nirbhayatvamarogata Ajadyam Vakpututvancha Hanumatsmaranad Bhavet Kujantam Rama Rameti Madhuram Madhuraksharam Aruhya Kavita Shakam Vande Valmiki Kokilam. Adyatana Panchangam, October 19th. Vishwavasanama Samvatsare Dakshinayine Sharadratau Ashwini Mase Krishna Pakshe Chaturdashi Titihi till 6:14 a.m. tomorrow. Bhanuvasaraha, Ravivasaraha. Uttara Phalguni Nakshatram till just about 8:19 a.m. followed by Hasta Nakshatram most of the day today. Indra Yogaha till 4:35 p.m. followed by Vaidhruti Yogaha. Vishtikaranam, because today is Ravivasaraha, we are seeing different type of Karanams today. Vishtikaranam till 5:15 p.m. followed by Shakuni Karanam till about 6:14 a.m. coinciding with the ending of Chaturdashi Tithi. After that, it will be Chatushpada Karanam. Sarvebhyaha Suprabhatam. I think last time we did till 36th shloka, where Rama started from inquiring initially about, parents and all of that. Parents, fathers, uncles, aunts, etc. Then he went on to start actually inquiring about how Bharata is ruling, essentially. In a way, there are two things happening. One, those days people were so meticulously inquiring every detail. How is it going is all we can inquire nowadays. We do not even remember what to inquire, or we do not even know how to inquire. We just say, how's it going, man? Where we probably don't even intend or mean much. But unlike that, we are learning how to inquire based on the role that you interact with. If you inquire a corporate guy, a worker, fellow worker, then we will have to inquire differently. Is the project going in budget, on time? Are you able to detect defects before client is inquiring you? All these questions that we ask, right? If we are serious, is how Rama, as a potential king, is inquiring his brother from whom he is expecting him to deliver such a great performance of a king. And so he was inquiring all of that. And we continue from here into more of such inquiries. So that is number one, about how to inquire. But number two that is happening here is the documentation of what all checklist should a ruler have and execute it to deliver best governance. And we are seeing one such ruler now for the country. In any such inquiry, I immediately see that, hey, yes, somebody is doing it. With that much of excitement, we'll continue from here. Kachid vyapastan nahitan
Kachid Kachid
vyapastan nahitan
Kachid Stan Ahitan
pratiyatanscha sarvada
Pratiyatanscha Sarvada
durbalana vajnaya
Durbalana Vagnaya
vartase ripusudana.
Vartase Ripusudana.
So he's currently inquiring about the security part of it. So what he's saying is, Kachid, hopefully, I hope or I trust, like that, I hope. There is two pathantras. One pathantra for it is Kachid Vyapastan, Kachid Dhyapastan. Both are there. But if we take Vyapastan, Vyapaha, Apaha, Apastaha means those who are sent away. Apamargam, we say. So Apastaha. Apastaha. For some specific Vishesha Karanat Apastan. That means those who were those who were sent out of the country. Sent as in thrown out of the country. That's a better word to say. Deported. Those who were deported out of the country. Especially Ahitan. So, for example, Rama was also in a way Vyapastaha. He was also sent away in exile. But he's not an Ahita. Ahita is somebody who, Hitam is welfare. So Hitaha is somebody who is seeking your welfare, your goodwill, your best of luck. Ahita is somebody who is not seeking your goodwill. That means who is working against you. So those who are working against the country, against the state, that were deported, pratiyatanscha, and for such, if at all, for whatever reason, if they could leak back into the country through the security forces. And it used to so happen in the past that, terrorists from Pakistan used to leak into the country so easily. It doesn't happen anymore, right? But it used to happen every day. There'll be some firing or something, and meanwhile, some of them will run into the country. So, pratiyatan, those who have returned back like that, those who are deported, if they have returned back, especially those who are not really patriots of the country, such people, sarvada, hopefully always you are, durbalan anavajnaya. Avajnaya means, he's just one guy now. He cannot be waging a war with me. So that's okay. Is leaving or assessing somebody like that is avajnaya. So he's asking, Ripusudana, oh killer of your enemies, Bharata, hopefully you are not underestimating. Anavajnaya. Avajnaya is underestimating. Anavajnaya is hope you are not underestimating such guys who happened to enter the state back, re-enter the state, even though he came back as an individual. Hope you are not underestimating them, because first time when you have deported him, you that time have decided that he is not good for the state. And such a person Hope you are not underestimating him if he returns back. That means even when he returns back, he should still be punished. Ati durbalatvat na kachid apakaram kartum samartha. Hope is not able to, hope he cannot be capable to make any harm to the state. Apakaram kartum samartha ime iti buddhya, with such mindset, anupeksha. Upeksha is, okay, tolerating. Anupeksha, without tolerating such guys. No mercy to such guys. Anupeksha vartase kachit. Hope you are able to stand strictly to your position of once you thought he's not good for the state, he should be always kept away from the state. Hope you are able to be strict like that. Did we understand? Any questions there?
I think we are good. I'm good actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty, yeah.
Super. Kachidna lokayatikan.
Kachit lokayatikan.
Kachid na lokayatikan.
Oh, kachit na lokayatikan.
Brahmanan stan sevase.
Brahmanam tat sevase.
Anartha kushala hyete.
Anarth kushala hete.
Bala panditamaninaha.
Bala pandit maninaha.
I wish there are more people because this is such a great lessons here onwards. Let's see.
Yeah, I texted actually.
You texted, very good. Okay. Yeah, good. So after security, so security can be through these security infiltrators, state infiltrators. Now he's talking about the other guys who are intellectual threats. These Brahmanas who are seemingly knowledgeable guys, extremely studied PhD scholars, studied in Oxford universities, etc., but always talk ill of the country, always find problem with those who want to do good for the country, and write such books and get some awards. That used to be the trend of our such intellectuals who were awarded all these Padma awards, etc. No more, right? And so that is because this ruler has studied this Kachat Sarga thoroughly. He has studied Ramayana, he has digested Ramayana so well that no such mistakes happen. And what are that? We will study next 3-4 slokas. So he's saying Kachit Lokayatikan. Lokayatikan is Loka eva their is their evidence. Materialistic intellectuals. And so how is that explained? Lokayatikan means Pratyakshamatra Pramanakan. Pratyaksham eva, their whatever they see physical with physical eyes is all they will believe. Anything beyond it, they won't believe in it. Such materialistic Sushka Tarkavadinascha. The other meaning for them is Sushka Tarka, dry arguments, dry debates. That means without real emotions behind it, without real feelings and opinions behind it, just for the sake of arguing based on physical evidences only. Such people. So Lokayatikan Brahmanan, especially Kachit na sevase, hope you are not serving them, hope you are not, engaging with them, right? As I said in the past, such intellectuals were given all Padma awards and all. And so he's asking, Rama is asking very clearly, hope you are not engaging such materialistic guys, those who are not in favor of us, our country, but always wanting to bring UN policies and somebody else's country's policies we imitate here. No, they're not. They are ahitaha, lokayatikaha. So such lokayatikaha na sevase kachit. Why? Because even though they are Panditamaninaha, they are supposedly scholarly people. They get PhDs from the world outside, other universities. So they are Panditamaninaha. But Balahi ete, they are childish fellows because they are not really matured to think good for the country, for our state. They are against us. So anartha kushalaha, they are very skillful in thinking anartha. Anartha is in thinking against the purpose of the state, against the mission and vision of the country. Anartha kushalaha. What does it say? Anarthe sarvartha vighatake, always wanting to break any good purpose. Sarvartha vighatake paramartha buddhi nivartane, also in trying to destroy any feelings, any thoughts for paramartha. Paramartha is ultimate purpose. It can also be paramatma related thoughts. But paramartham for a country, nation first policy, that's all. That is paramartham. So paramartha buddhi nivartane sarvartha vighatake, always against the country. Such people. But they will be scholarly people. They will be dressed so well. They will talk such good English. They will quote the best numbers in all of the world. They will quote research papers. So we will think, wow, what a scholarly person he is. But they're always against the country. Such people. So, Panditamaninaha Balaha Anartha Kushalaha Hi Ete. These guys are certainly scholarly identified people, but always against the purpose of the nation, of the ultimate purpose. And so they are childish guys. Hope such materialistic scholars are not engaged, served, entertained by you, is the question he has asked. I mean, how relevant this is. Even just today, we can see how relevant these questions are.
That's true, but again, these people existed even then. That's surprising, actually.
That's surprising. Yes. Charvaka himself was there, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So that was not an unknown thing for us. And hence, our texts are relevant because they knew the trends that will continue will be there for always. The good and bad that will always be there. And so they have given us all such documentation. You are very right. The surprise is that even then they were there. Yes.
Yeah.
And that's why a king should be, or ruler should be very strict. No appeasing. If you start appeasing, the Charvakas will dominate. So absolutely no appeasement to them. And then what more types of these scholars? Dharmashastreshu mukhyeshu.
Dharmashastreshu mukhyeshu.
Vidyamaneshu durbudhaha.
Vidyamaneshu durbudhaha.
Buddhiman Vikshakim Prapya.
Buddhiman Vikshakim Prapya.
Nirartham pravadantite.
Nirartham pravadantite.
That's the best he's saying. Because these guys are aware, they have studied all these texts. So they are PhDs, right? They've also studied everything, right? So they are Mukheshu Dharmasastreshu, in the most important texts of Dharma, Dharmashastreshu, like law, like constitution, etc., in such most important texts. Mukheshu Dharmashastreshu Vidyamaneshu Durbudhaha. These fellows are the scholars. These fellows are the appointed judges. These fellows are the appointed chancellors of the universities. right? Who dictate, who form the Dharma Shastras, who mold the Dharma Shastras. So Vidyamaneshu, Mukhyeshu Dharma Shastreshu, Mukhyeshu especially, that means especially in the significant fields of Dharma, of these studies, Buddhiman Vikshikim, Anvikshikim, it means Buddhim Anvikshikim. Anvikshikim means Shushka Tarka Janitam Buddhim Prapya. With all, what do you call, with all verbal game, word play based arguments, making word play based arguments, they will somehow misinterpret the texts, Mukhya Dharma Shastras, and Anvikshikim Prapya, by having achieved that state of word play based arguments and successfully winning them, Nirartham Pravadantite, they will finally be professing and projecting Nirartham. Nirartham is most useless arguments and policies. They will end up with most dirty, useless policies, most irrelevant rules, irrelevant policies. So be careful of them, Bharata. Hope you are, right? Never forget these things. Yes, it is just maybe a few months since you have taken over and have come out. But be careful of these, since you will be the prince heir, since you are the prince heir of the dynasty, of the kingdom. Beware of all these points that I'm giving you. Wonderful text, 100th Sarga is the most important. I think this should be taught in all political sciences, this text. If this is taught, we will get the best rulers.
Now we call them as a leftists, right? Leftists,
yes,
liberals.
Correct. Those are the leftist liberals. And they have to be kept in check, at check. And then, Virairadjushitam Purvam.
Virairadjushitam Purvam.
Asmakam Tata Purvakaihi.
Asmakam Tata Purvakaihi.
Satyanama Drudhadvaram.
Satyanama Drudhadvaram.
Hastyashvaratha Sankulam.
Hastyashvaratha Sankulam.
Brahmanai Kshatriyair Vaishyaihi.
Brahmane Kshatriye Vaishye.
Swakarma Niratai Sada.
Swakarma Nirate Sada.
Jitendriyair Mahotsahihi.
Jitendriye Mahotsahe.
Vrutamaryahi Sahasrashaha.
Vratamarye Sahasra.
Shaha.
Sahasra.
Sahasrashaha.
Sahasraha.
Sahasrashaha means in thousands.
Yeah, Sahasrashaha.
Thousands, hundreds is called Shaha. Sahasrashaha. Prasadair Vividhakaraihi.
Prasade Vividhakare.
Vrutam Vaidya Janakulam.
Vratam Vedya Janakulam.
Kachit Samuditam Sphitam.
Kachit Samuditam Spitam.
Ayodhyam Parirakshasi.
Ayodhyam Parirakshasi.
So now, having given instructions or guidelines about who all to keep a check, now he's asking, hope you are protecting Ayodhya? That's Pitam Ayodhya. And what kind of Ayodhya? Is all the adjectives to it before in the 3 slokas. Ayodhyam Parirakshasi Kachit. I trust you are able to protect the Ayodhya to the 1000%, right? Is how he is asking. What kind of Ayodhya? Spitam, that vast, spacious, or vast Ayodhya. Vaidya Janakulam, we'll go in the reverse order. Vaidya Janakulam, full of Vaidyas, full of doctors. Ayodhya had the best doctors also. It can also be that, see, Vidyam ye jananti te vaidyaha, anyway. Those who know the complete education is Vaidya. Because today, unfortunately, Vaidyas are specialized. And due to various insurance reasons and all, if he is specialized in one field, he cannot talk about any other field. He will have to refer you to another specialist and all. But our way of looking at a Vaidya is, we can call him a Vaidya only if he knows all Vidyas. If he is somebody who is educated completely, is also a Vaidya. In Ayurveda, for example, you cannot have orthodontics separately or orthopedics separately, neurology separate. No, an Ayurveda doctor can, a real Ayurveda Vaidya can handle any of these subjects because they look at it fundamentally. And so, having studied the fundamental sciences, he's a Vaidya. So, Vaidya Janakulam or Vidya Janakulam, it can be either ways. Vaidya Janakulam, there is another Pathantaram here as Sainya Janakulam. Number one, if you see Sainya. Samuditam. Samudita is the one that is glowing, rising always, on the rising front, which means always on the growth path. Such an Ayodhya which is on the growth path, such Ayodhya which is spread and resided by well-educated people, doctors, or Sainya Janakulam, even if we take it as army, full of army. It cannot be just army, it has to be Vaidya Janakulam, well-educated doctors is a better way to interpret that. Prasadair Vividhakaraihi Vritam, surrounded by various, by several Vividhakaraihi, by various types of, what do you call, protected fences, boundaries, not fence, protected boundaries. Like we read in the Balakanda in the very early beginning, right? How Ayodhya was designed, where complete plateau, flat land, no ups and downs, like in Georgia, and that it has several rounds of boundary, gates, security gates all around. First one will be the tallest stone wall, and then there was a brick wall, something like that, right? Then there was wooden fences. Then there was barbed boundaries with security guards every 100 yards, like that. So all of that is prasadaihi vividhakaraihi vritam vaidya janakulam samuditam spitam ayodhyam parirakshasi. And also it is vritam, surrounded by what? Aryaihi sahasrashaha vritam, with thousands of noble men. Aryaihi vritam, surrounded means filled by, populated by, resided by. Sahasrashaha aryaihi vritam. Also, what other kind of people live there? So Vaidyaha, Aryaha, noblemen, and Jitendriyaihi, those who are in the control of their senses, or those who keep their senses under control. Such people, not those who go to any liquor store, drink, fall and lie down on the footpaths. We see several people like that even now in Hyderabad, unfortunately, because our governments want to gladly engage and encourage such cheap liquor stores. So unfortunate. But Ayodhya, no, there is no chances of yielding to any of these vices, whereby you become ajitendriyaha. No, jitendriyaha. So jitendriyaihi vritam ayodhyam. Also mahotsahaihi, always enthusiastic people, is utsaha. Utsaha is one of the qualities of a positive person, of a dharmic person. You should always be enthusiastic, optimistic, positive, energetic. Those qualities are utsaha. So utsahaihi, jitendriyaihi. See, those the negative guys also can be utsaha. They are also energetic, but it should be such people, those who have energy and enthusiasm, then should immediately be checked. Is he jitendriya? That's the next check immediately. Otherwise, train him into jitendriya. Train him in yoga, in pranayama, in tough yogasanas, so that he will be able to win over his sensory wishes, so that he will not be corrupted and he will be a useful person. See, such minute yet important checks. So, and such people only can be Arya. They should be Utsaha and Jitendriya. Then they will be Arya in a way. So hope that Ayodhya, which is populated by thousands of noblemen who are very enthusiastic, at the same time, they are also uncorruptible, infallible people. And these people are not skewed in one professions only. Like Indians, if you see, 90% of Indians, at least those who have come on H1s, are all IT guys. Unlike that, Brahmanaihi, Kshatriyaihi, Vaishyaihi, Swakarma Nirataihi Avritam Sada. Hope Ayodhya, so that's the other check he's saying. Hey, don't make sure that Ayodhya is filled with only all high-tech city guys. In Hyderabad, one area is all high-tech city. Our Malkajgiri, Yapral, etc., is all ordinary middle class and are retired senior people. Hope it is not skewed like that. Ensure that all kinds of people are there in the city. So Brahmanaihi, educate those who are into research and education. Kshatriyaihi, those who are into ruling or management, leadership. Vaishyaihi, those who are into trades, into businesses, into trading. Swakarma nirataihi, those who are always nirataha. That means those who are always engaged in and enjoy doing their swakarma, doing their professions. Take up a job, Abba, I'm not interested. Look for another job, keep changing jobs. No, unlike that, for example, Radheshi has been so long with Ebix, such people. So, Swakarma nirataihi, Brahmanaihi, Kshatriyaihi, Vaishyaihi, and all such professions of professionals who are Jitendriyaha, who are Mahotsaha, and hence they are Aryaha. Hope you have abundant such diversity. So he's essentially talking about diversity, DEI, diversity, equality, whatever that is. Third one, I don't know. So diversity, all kinds of people, yet incorruptible, infallible, enthusiastic people that are living in Ayodhya. Hope you are protecting that Ayodhya, which means hope you are protecting all these kind of people, not only in Ayodhya, everywhere, but especially Ayodhya, because Ayodhya should be the role model of a city state. And the other kind of such people, and that Ayodhya, which is also Hasti Ashwa Ratha Sankulam, that Ayodhya which is with all these armed legs, which is elephants, horses, chariots, filled with all of these armed legs. Drudhadvaram, that Ayodhya which is with strong security of gates, borders. Drudhadvaram, Satyanamam, anybody who thinks of Ayodhya will first believe it is a real state, and also it is, reliable state. Satyanamam. Satya means Normally we think truth, but it is mostly about reliability because they are realistic. Satyanamam, such Ayodhya, which has been Asmakam Purvakaihi, Viraihi, Purvam Adhyushitam. That Ayodhya, which has been Adhyushitam means Adhishtatam, which means headed by. That means ruled by. That Ayodhya, which has been headed and ruled by our ancestors, our Purva, Asmakam Purvakaihi, Purvam Viraihi. Also, all our ancestors were most strong, valiant warriors and rulers. By such great ancestors, that Ayodhya, which was ruled and populated by all these great professional citizens, hope you are also able to protect it in the same lines as our ancestors have. If not more than that, better than that, at least nothing less than that. At least as much as our ancestors have done, hope you are also able to rule Ayodhya, protect Ayodhya so well as our ancestors have. Clear? 3 shlokas is one Anvayam here. Then he's continuing to test on rules of checking other areas. Kachid chitya shatair jushtaha
Kachid chitya shatair jushta
sannivishta janakulaha
sannivishta janakulaha
devasthanaihi prapabhischa
devasthanaihi prapabhischa
tatakaishchopashobhitaha.
tatakais chopa shobitaha.
This also from next few couple of shlokas can be taken up together as an Anvayam, but we'll take one by one. Kachyat chaitya shataihi jushtaha. Chitya, but there is another patha for it, as Kachyat chaitya. Chaitya shataihi is shatashaha agni chayanaihi. That means aneka vidha yagaihi ityartha. Jushtaha is sevitaha. All those places which are used for setting up agnihotras, yagashalah, etc. Sannivishta janakulaha, people by such places where there is yagashalah and all, that they are presided by Sannivishta janakulaha, by residents there. Sarvatra pravishta buddhayaha. Sannivishtaha means those who have complete attention and passion for those chaityaha or yagashalaha, agnihotraha. Hope they are appointed, such places of agnishalas and all are appointed by those who are passionate about that work. For example, some temples, if we see, having Purohita job or Archaka job has become a job now, paid salary. Instead of those who are passionate about that Murti, that deity, that we know, for example, one such Archaka is a great Jagadguru, like Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. He was also a simple priest of Dakshineshwara Alayam temple. But he was a role model devotee who could see mother always, and so went to serve her every moment timely. Right? Such people are Sannivishta Janakulaha. Sorry, was anybody saying anything?
No, sorry.
Okay. So, in such Shaitya Shataihi, Sannivishta Janakulaha, Devasthanaihi, in those temples, that there are proper Agni Hotras, Yagashala. In Atlanta, we see our Hindu Atlanta temple has a huge Yagashala they constructed. Right? So in such temples, in those Yagashalas, hope really passionate, devoted, Brahmanas are established there. Prapabhihi tathakaihi upashobhitaha, that these temples should also have prapaha. Prapaha is paniyashalaha. Water should not be sold in bottles there. Water should be available there, free. Water means not just water, any other required juices based on the summer. If it is summer, very hot, people, devotees come there. We should be able to serve them not only cold water, but some sugarcane juice, for example, to give them some energy to continue to do pradakshinaams, etc., or to do climbing thousands of steps, 7 hills. Such people should be, devotees should be given with all food and drink services. So, prapabhihi, tatakaihi. Prapa is paniyashala. That means from some tatakas, water is brought, preserved in nice dispensers. Tatakaha is lakes. Upashobhitaha. Hope all these temples are properly glowing as in properly taken care of, with fresh lakes and ponds and water picked from there and arranged in dispensers, and that these temples also have yagashala, and they are being maintained by really passionate people who like to do the Agnihotra Karya there. Hope you are able to take care of such public places where devotees come. Prabhinna Naranarikaha.
Prabhinna Naranarikaha.
Samajotsava Shobhitaha.
Samajotsava Shobhitaha.
Sukrishta Sima Pashuman.
Sukrishta Sima Pashuman.
Himsabhihi Parivarjitaha.
Hinsabhihi Parivarjitaha.
So there are again some more pathantras. Prabhinna Naranarikaha also has another patha as Prahrishta Naranarikaha. Prahrishta is very delighted. Nara Narikaha, that these places that are popular, that are visited, resided, occupied by Naranari, but by both ladies and gentlemen, by both men and women, who are prahrishta, delighted, when delighted people. And samajotsava shobhitaha, that in these temples, not only always Agnihotram Agnikaryam, but also samajotsavaha. Vijayadashmi, for example. When Vijayadashmi comes, a lot of Garbha dances. Samajotsavaha also. Rakshabandhana time, Rakhi tying, going around. All these Samaja-related Utsavaha. Some of the Utsavas are for individual upliftment, spiritual upliftment. Some of them are for family upliftment. Some of them are for society, community upliftment. And so Samajotsava Shobhitaha, Prahrishta Naranarikaha, Sukrishta Simaha. Sukrishta Simaha is Vidaritaha Simaha. That means the boundaries that are strongly laid out, that the temples are also properly protected with strong, tall walls. In Madurai, I've seen some of those temples. Their main boundary, outside boundary wall, will be so stone wall and so tall, because God is such a precious thing for us. The Murti inside is so precious that it needs to be protected from any unwanted antisocial guys or these invaders who used to loot. So to be protected. So Sukrishta Simaha, Pashuman. That means every temple should have pashus, which are our cows, calves, oxen, etc. So Pashuman, Himsabihi parivarjitaha. That these pashus are, first of all, such temples should be Pashuman, that means filled with cattle, and that they are not violently treated, that they are treated with all love, lovingly treated, not hurt and all. That means no slaughterhouses, no violent treatment to them. Love them, worship them, give them good bath every day, morning, evening, right? Take care of them. I hope you are engaging all public places such as temples and other places also to have all these proper treatments there. Adeva matruko ramyah.
Adeva matruko ramyah.
Shwapadai parivarjitaha.
Shwapadai parivarjitaha.
Parityakto bhayai sarvaihi.
Parityakto
bhayaihi sarvaihi.
Bhavaihi sarvaihi.
Bhayaihi sarvaihi.
Bhayaihi sarvaihi.
Khanibhischopashobhitaha.
Khanibhischopashobhitaha.
So Adeva matrukaha is vrishti nishpadya sasya vishishta deshabhinnaha nadyambu jivana ityarthaha. Adeva matrukaha is, Deva matrukaha is, so here especially it is about Nadi Ambu Jivanam, those places where the livelihood is based on rivers, lakes, ponds, so where the water sources are lakes, rivers, ducts, ponds, etc. Deva Matruka is where the areas which are living based on rains. Kale varshatu parjanyaha. That is Deva Matrukaha. Adeva Matrukaha is where it is not reliable on rains, and so you have sufficient water reservoirs. Those are Adeva Matrukaha. Adeva Matrukaha ramyaha shwapadaihi parivarjitaha. Hope you are taking care that if there are no rains, that there are at least these Adeva Matrukaha, which is all these water bodies, water reservoirs. That means hope you are able to take care of people getting sufficient water, right? Shwapadaihi parivarjitaha. Parityaktaha bhayaihi sarvaihi. Hope these people have given up, or not given up, or have given away. Literally, that is what it means. That means, hope people are devoid of all kinds of fears. Sarvaihi bhayaihi parityaktaha. Ridden of all kinds of fears, all kinds of insecurities. Oh my God, there may not be water next time. So buy a Syntex tank, fill it up, and put it in the top of the bathroom. That is because we do not know that water comes. So that is an insecurity. I mean, I'm talking of India, okay? So hope such insecurities are not there for people about water and livelihood. Khanibhischa upashobhitaha. Hope you have dug sufficient wells. Khananam is digging. So hope you have dug sufficient number of wells and all. Another meaning here given here is Khanibihi means Svarnadyakaraihi. When you dig, it is of course dug for water and or for minerals, especially like gold. So Khanibhihi can also be interpreted as Swarnadi Akaraihi. Hope your city is also well decorated with gold everywhere. That means it is looking rich and abundant. But in the context of water and all that we take, Adeva Matrukaha, Ramyaha Swapadaha, Parivarjitaha, bhayaihi sarvaihi parityaktaha, then khanibihi, here it most likely means with dug wells and all, that you have sufficient number of wells dug everywhere, bore wells or water wells. Vivarjito naraih papaihi,
Vivarjito nare pape
mama purvaihi surakshitaha,
mama purve surakshita
kachid janapada sphitaha,
kachit janapada spita
sukham vasati Raghava.
sukham vasati raghava.
O Raghava, O Bharata, hope that Janapadaha, those towns and cities which are Purvaihi, Mama Purvaihi Parirakshitaha. Here somehow he's saying, in the previous shloka he said Asmakam Purvaihi, Purvakaihi. Now he's saying Mama Purvaihi, by my predecessors. So that means Rama, and he says that we hear that line in the Kishkinda Kanda, when he kills Vali, Rama declares, hey, I'm still a king. Wherever I am a king. I'm the ruler, I'm the protector. Of course, my father has given urban cities, urban areas to my brother Bharata and given me forest areas. That's how Rama declares himself. Hey, I'm the king here and I will deliver justice wherever I am. And my father has given me forest areas, and in these forest areas also I will deliver justice. So he always thought of himself as the protector of the world. So and hence he is using Mama Purvai Surakshitaha. That city, that state, that country, that nation, which has been protected by my ancestors. Papaihi naraihi vivarjitaha kachit. Hope you are keeping those places, those areas devoid, ridden of any bad guys, violent guys, sinning people, illegal people, unlawful people. Hope you are protecting them, protecting the city from such people. That means hope you are ensuring that there are no unlawful, illegal, corrupted, bad, sinful guys. Which areas? Janapadaha. Those spitaha, janapadaha. In those areas, hope people are well protected so that sukham vasati, so that people are able to, these cities are living happily. Sukham vasati, Raghava. Kachitte dayitas sarve. Now he's going into his personal. After inquiring all this, he's getting now into personal questions, inquiries of Bharata. Kachitte dayitas sarve.
Kachitte daita sarve.
Krushi goraksha jivanaha.
Krishi goraksha jivanaha.
Vartayam samsthitah tata.
Vartayam samsita tatha.
Loko hi sukhamedhate.
Loko hi sukamedate.
Oh Tata, oh my affectionate beloved father. Father means Appa, Enappa, like that. So Nana. So oh Tata, hope te daitaha. Daitaha is your beloved ones, especially women, but it can be used for any loved ones. Hope your loved ones. American usage also is there, right? Our loved ones, your loved ones. So, te daitaha sarve krushi goraksha jivinaha. Hope your loved ones who are into agriculture and cattle protection, goraksha. These two are Vaishya trades. So hope your friends, that means he's in a way checking, hope your friends are not just the Kshatriyas, that you also have Krushi Goraksha Jivinaha also as your Daitaha. And Vartayam Samsthitaha, that they are Vartaya means that they are able to exist. That means hope you are keeping relations with these Vaishyas also as your beloved ones. And such people hope Tata Lokaha hi Sukhamedate, because the worlds can be happy when all these four traits of people are successful. So one is Kshatriyaha through security protection, and then Krishi Goraksha Jivinaha Vaishyaha also because of them Lokaha Sukham Edhate. If there is good trade, good sale, clearance sale, all of that, Thanksgiving sale, then all of us are also happy. We go buy things and all. So hope Krishi Goraksha Jivinaha, with them Lokaha Sukhamedhate. Tesham Gupta Pariharaihi.
Tesham
Tesham
Gupta Pariharaihi
Chitte Bharanam Kritam.
Kachitte Bharanam Kritam
Rakshyahi Rajya Dharmena.
Rakshyahi Ragna Dharmena
Sarve Vishayavasinaha.
Sarve Vishayavasinaha.
So how detailed? See, Ramayanam should be taught in all political sciences, in everywhere, especially these specific chapters and texts should be taught in political sciences, because they should understand what is the demography, what is the kinds of people, how diversified the all kinds of people should be. All these details should be understood. So he's saying, Rajna, by the king, Dharmyena, with utmost dharma, Sarve Vishayavasinaha, all the people who are into material, trades, material professions, which are primarily the Vishaya, Krishi Goraksha Jivinaha. Such people, Tesham Gupta Pariharaihi. Guptayaha is Ishtaprapane. Those who acquire things are Gupta. Pariharaha is Anishta Nivaranani, getting rid of unwanted things. And that's how the Bhashya is giving here. Gupta is to acquire and protect, keep safe. Parihara is Anishta Nivaranani. So, if we look at it in another way, in contemporary days, if you see, let's say businesses or the inventories, godowns, are able to acquire sufficient inventory and are also able to get rid of old inventory. That means there is continuous in and outflow. Is called Gupta Parihara. Gupta Parihara. Tesham, of these people who are into these trades of business, economy, finances, or not finances, goods, etc. Of them, Kachitte Bharanam Kratam. I hope you are taking care of them. Hope you are able to bear their burden, understand their problems and take care of them. Because Rajnya Dharmyena hi Sarve Vishayavasinaha Rakshyaha. Such people who are into material, that means economic professions, have to be, of course, protected by the king. Sarve Vishayavasinaha, Sarve Janaha Rajnya Dharmena Parirakshyaha. And then, Kachit Striyas Santvayasi.
Kachit Striya Santvasi.
Kachit Taste Surakshitaha.
Kachit Taste Surakshitaha.
Kachinna Shraddhadasya Sam.
Kachitna Sraddhashasam.
Kachit Guhyam na Bhashase.
Kachit Guhyam na Bhashase.
he is talking some more details about how to interact with women. Kachit striyaha santvayasi. Let's say, because in as per our old dharma, old what do you call them, traditions, kings were always allowed to have multiple women for various reasons, in multiple places, in from multiple places also. Like, for example, Arjuna marries somebody from Assam, another one from Maharashtra, another one from Afghan, like that, right? So he keeps so many women. So for various reasons also, so that their progeny also, you will have your blood, your trustable people as your heirs and successors across the land. That is why they used to have that. So, kachit striyaha santvayasi. Hope you are solacing, keeping your women in solace. That means that they don't get angry. Why? Because if they get angry, then there are problems. And so, hope you are always taking care of your woman. And for us, hope you are taking care of your woman. M-A-N or M-E-N, whichever way. Kachittaste surakshitaha. Hope they are well protected by you, because some of them are not always with you in your main palace. Some of them are living in other places. So hope you are taking care of them. Kachidna shraddhadasi asam. Hope sometimes, because they are so far away, hope you are not overly confidential with them. Why? Kachid guhyamna bhashase. Whatever have to be confidentially kept secret. Hope such political, not political, government related or administration secrets, you are not discussing with them. You are keeping them confidential and not discussing with them just because they're your loved woman. Some of them, for example, might, hey, sir, hi, my beloved, my lovely guy, how is your new, policy? That new bill, are you signing it off tomorrow? Please sign it. My brother-in-law or your brother-in-law will get a benefit from it. So such.
That was a curse of Yudhishthira to Kunti. When she did not disclose about Karna, Yudhishthira gave curse to all ladies that nothing will remain secret in your mouth.
Yeah. So, striyaha is one thing, but here what essentially it means is that we should keep limits to what we share and discuss with different people. Each people, how much level of political administrative information can be shared with others. Essentially, be in your limits when we are discussing personal things, confidential things, is the direction there. So, kachit striyas santvayasi, kachittaste surakshitaha, kachinna shraddhadasyasam, kachit guhyamna bhashase. Then he is asking, kachin nagavanam guptam.
Kachin nagavanam guptam.
Kachitte santi dhenukaha.
Kachitte santi dhenukaha.
Kachinna ganikashvanam.
Kachinna ganikashvanam.
Kunjaranam cha trupyasi.
Kunjaranam cha trupyasi.
So now he's talking about taking care of his army legs, which is ashwa, cow, cattle, elephants, etc. So, kachid nagavanam guptam. Nagavanam is where you breed elephants. You take care of them when they are not in war, etc. They are trained, healthily grown, fed and grown and raised in some protected forests. Their naga is elephant. Nagachati is naga. It doesn't move. It's like it's like a stone like that. So Nagavanam, forests of elephants. Guptam Kachid, are you able to protect them? Because elephants are needed, they have to be protected. Kachitte, because hope they are not killed just to sell ivory tusks. That also happened worst in Bharat during certain period for smuggling. So hope you are able to protect those forests where elephants have to be raised and trained and taken care of. Kachitte santi dhenukaha. Similarly, hope you have sufficient number of cow and oxen, and they are taken care of, they are protected. Kachitte santi dhenukaha. Kachit ganikashvanam kunjaranam chatrupyasi. Strupyasi, that you are satisfying. That means you are taken care of. Hope you are also taking care of Ganika. Ganika is Ganikashwanam is Karni, Turangamanam. So Ganikashwanam Kunjaranam can be literally, if we take female elephants, female horses, and horses. That means both male and female elephants, similarly male and female horses. It can also be, because assuming he started with Nagavanam, and the other Bhashyakara here says Ganikashwanam is Karini, Karini is female elephant, Turangamanam, because he used Kunjaranam, Turangamanam Kunjaranam, like horses, as those that can run as fast as horses. Such elephants, female and male, hope you are taking care of them, is the other interpretation. But I see it as Nagavanam, Dhenukaha, Ashwanam, Kunjaranam, Ganikam, Trupyasi. So all elephants, cow, cattle, and horses, wherever their sheds, their forests, their gardens, hope you are taking care of them, satisfying them thoroughly. Kachit darshayase nityam.
Kachit darshayase nityam.
Manushyanam vibhushitam.
Manushyanam vibhushitam.
Utthayottaya purvanne.
Utthayotthay purvanne.
Rajaputra Mahapathe.
Rajaputra Mahapathe.
So another great lesson now. What he's asking is, so far he was talking about big things, small things. But now he's saying, Kachid Manushyanam vibhushitam Utthaya purvanne Utthaya Rajaputra Mahapathe darshayase. Are you able to go out on the highways once in a while or quite often and see that, are you able to get a vision, get a sight of people, that the highways, that the main roads are, are not deserted, but lived by people, but moved by people? Are you able to see Vibhushitam, decorated by people? Means people are there in sufficient numbers on the roads. That means shops, offices, malls that are there on these main roads are well visited, well occupied and all, right? So hope you are able to see, hope you are able to go out and check once in a while that these peoples, that these main roads and all are not deserted and that they are properly used by all kinds of people. Darshanena, pratidinam darshanena, prajanam santoshatishayah bhavati iti suchitam. By your visiting these highways always, often, people will be happy. Your fans will come out. They will try to see you. You will also get to know what is going on the main roads. So hope you are going on frequent, what is it called? Site visits. Kachinna sarve karmantaha.
Kachinna sarve karmantaha.
Pratyakshaste vishankaya.
Pratyakshaste vishankaya.
Sarveva punarutsrushtaha.
Sarveva punarustrustvaha.
Punarutsrushtaha.
Punarutsrustaha.
Madhyamevatra karanam.
Madhyamevatra karanam.
He is giving one more caution of how to maintain distance with your associates. Kachinna sarve karmantaha pratyakshaha te avishankaya. Pratyaksham is direct. Pratyaksham means actually visible to the eye, but it also means whatever is visible to the eye, which means you are right nearby, directly interfacing, interacting. So, pratyakshaha karmantaha sarve te avishankaya, avishankaya, without doubt, undoubtable people. Hope with those who you are interacting directly, that they are undoubtable. That means that they are uncorruptible, most apt people. Sarveva punarutsrushtaha, or that those who are utsrushtaha is those who are remotely working or those who are too far away. Hope you are not directly those who are either those your close confidants or those who are in remote offices, that both of them are avishankaya, that they without any suspicions on them or without any allegations on them. And hence he's saying madhyamevatra karanam. What you have to do is neither have very close people nor keep people at a distance. Give them sufficient space. No micromanagement nor macromanagement. Handle them as required at those levels of closeness for monitoring, etc. Kachit sarvani durgani.
Kachit durgani sarvani.
Dhanadhanya yudhodakaihi.
Dhananyadi udakaihi.
No, dhanadhanya ayudha udakaihi.
Acha, dhanadhanya ayudha udakaihi.
Dhanadhanya ayudhodakaihi. Yantraischa paripurnani.
Yantraischa paripurnani.
Tata shilpi dhanurdharaihi.
Tata shilpi dhanurdharaihi.
So he's again checking. Hope sarvani durgani, all your forts, all your well-protected buildings, sarvani durgani, dhana dhanya ayudha udakaihi, that these forts are not just having cannons on the top and some binocular holding security guards, but because you have such big, well-protected buildings, unreachable. Durgani means unreachable, untrackable or untreadable. Difficult to tread is Durgam. Such forts, if they are anyway so well protected, then why don't you protect important things there as well? Keep important things to be protected as well there in those forts. What are they? Dhana, Dhanya, Ayudha. Not just Ayudham, which is cannons and all, guns and all, but Dhana, Dhanyam. In the old days, rice, grains, seeds, etc. were also protected in the Durgas for any famine times or for any war times. So that these forts are filled with sufficient wealth and also food, dhana, dhanya, ayudha, udakaihi, that there is sufficient water also. Because you can't go thirsty. You can't climb down the mountain and get water when you're thirsty. That there should be some way to have continuous running water in these forts. Yantraischa paripurnani, that these forts, Durgani, Yantraischa paripurnani. Also, that means they are also filled with sufficient motors, engines. Yantra is motors and or engines, which means, as I said, the water, to bring up water, or for transport from the top fort to the bottom, that you have some running assembly line or a chained motored line to move things and people. So yantraischa paripurnani, also with automated doors, gates, not doors, automated gates to open and close, shut down for the fort. Tatha shilpi dhanurdharaihi, also by artistic archers, right, to protect all these things that you are going to save there. Ayaste vipulah kachit, and then he is getting into
Ayaste vipulah kachit.
Kachid alpataro vyayaha.
Kachit alpataro vyaya.
Apatreshu nate kachit.
Apatreshu nate kachit.
Kosho gachati raghava.
Kosho gachati raghava.
Raghava, kachit, hopefully, te ayaha vipulaha. Ayaha is income. Hope your revenues are abundant. Kachid alpataraha vyayaha. Hopefully, your vyayaha, expenses, are alpataraha, or less. Hope your revenue is abundant and your expenses are less. What kind of expenses and how can you reduce those expenses? Apatreshu nate kachit koshaha gachati. Hope your treasury is not drained into undeserving expenses. Free, all freebies is apatra dhanam. Apatreshu te na kachit kosho gachati. Hope there are no freebies you are giving away. Right, Raghava? Right, Bharata? Is Rama inquiring? See how relevant this text is. How contemporary, eternal text this is. Apatreshu te na kachit kosho gachati. No freebies, no undeserving, uneligible, unworthy donations you are making, right? So that your expenses are less and more revenue through taxes, etc. So that when needed in famines, in times of famine, you can take care of people, not blindly always. Devatarthe cha pitrarthe. Oh, should we stop here? Yeah, with this shloka we'll stop. 55 we can remember then. Devatarthe cha pitrarthe.
Devatarthe cha pitrarthe.
Brahmanabhyagateshu cha.
Brahmanabhyagateshu cha.
Yodheshu mitravargeshu.
Yodheshu mitravargeshu.
Kachid gachati te vyayaha.
Kachid gachati te vyayaha. Vyayaha.
Vyayam, we say, right? Vyayam is expense, expenditure. So instead he is saying, Kachid apatreshu nate gachati. Right? Hope it is not going into unwanted things, but rather, where should your expenses then be? Is what he is listing now. Devatarthe, for gods, for religious activities. Hope you are spending. Right? First expense is Devatarthe. We should spend sufficiently for whatever needs to be done, for all abhishekas, for all puja, for all archanas, etc. So Devatarthe, Pitrarthe, also for the Pitra lokas, for ancestors. Brahmana abhyagateshu cha, and for that we should be spending for Brahmanas. See, today, as we discussed even in the past and in the beginning also, when Purohitas have become paid employees, that should never be the case. The king should take care, the state should take care of anybody who says, I am not into business. That's it. Anybody who is not wanting to get into business should be taken care of by the state. Because those who are getting into business can take care of themselves. Of course, they also have to be protected, he said. Krishigo rakshavasinah vishayavasinaha kachitte rakshitaha. He asked anyway. So they should be given protection, but payments, required facilities and amenities should be taken care of for those who don't want to get into business by the state. Simple here. So, Brahmana abhyagateshu cha, those Brahmanas who are also, those who have come, they are Brahmanas, but they are not resident Brahmanas. They are visiting Brahmanas, for example. Maybe from some other university, from other state. They have come to you and they seem to be good, eligible, trustworthy scholars. They should also be taken care of. Hope te vyayaha kachid gachati. Hope your expenses are going towards taking care of gods, ancestors, learned scholars, visitors, yodheshu mitravargeshu, also in army, because army, they are not into business again, right? All the military is not into business, so they cannot earn for themselves. So state has to take care of them. They have to pay for them. Yodheshu mitravargeshu. This is one small concession given here. Mitravargaha. Mitravargaha is allies. So, to a certain extent, I mean, if we take it with a pinch of salt, America does that by giving aids to their allied forces, to their allied countries. So, Mitra Vargeshu Vyayaha. Yes, you have to give some aid, some monetary benefits to your allies, those who are not doing well, so that they are under your on your side always. So, te kachit te vyayaha devatarthe pitrarthe brahmanabhyagateshu cha yodheshu mitravargeshu gacchati. Is how he's saying. He is inquiring. Lot more inquiries we will continue in the next session. Any feedback before we go to Shanti Mantra? Any opinions of each of you?
I feel like actually Valmiki was not documenting at that time. He was in future and coming here and documenting all this stuff.
True. It could also be that he's futuristic. Correct.
Can be that relevant actually. It's surprising.
Correct. It is so relevant. Yes. Okay. Pradesh, do you want to say the Shanti Mantra?
Yeah, I think I'll do that. Yeah.
Sarve bhavantu sukhina.
काल ते होतं ऍक्च्युली आणून ठेवलेलं होतं. आता आतमध्ये आणलं ते परत रोज घेऊन जाऊ शकतो इथेच ठेवते.
Rajesh?
Om sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kachchid
दुःख
bhag bhavet. Om shanti shanti shanti.
नमस्ते भोगा महोदय.
Namo namaha.
धन्यवादः.
Dhanyawad.